For happy hour. Good to have you with us. January 26th, 2023. It's time for happy hour devotion, that time on a Thursday afternoon when we get together, we tell a few jokes, we do a happy, funny, bizarre story from the scriptures as our devotion, and then we close with the clown's prayer. Do this every Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So I'm so glad that you decided to join us and were available to join us this afternoon. We do hope that if you get a chance to, that you'll like and follow not only our New Covenant United Church of Christ Facebook page, but also our New Covenant United Church of Christ Williamsport YouTube channel, so that you don't miss any of the good stuff that we're doing either virtually or in person. So thanks so much for joining us. Hope you're having a good day. I'm Pastor Brad from New Covenant United Church of Christ in Williamsport, just getting everything ready and all set. So good to have you with us. Let's get started today. January 26th is National Peanut Brittle Day. National Peanut Brittle Day. So how about some peanut jokes to get us started? So here we go. Some peanut jokes for National Peanut Brittle Day. A guy walks into a bar. He orders a round. He hears a small voice say, "You look nice today." A few minutes later, that same voice says again, "That's a nice shirt." The guy asks the bartender, "Who is that?" The bartender says, "It's the Peanuts. They're complimentary." What did the Peanut say when he left work? What did the Peanut say when he left work? "I'll be back in a jiff." National Peanut Brittle Day. So I got one more peanut joke for you. Here we go. Did you know when Charles Schultz died, he was one of the richest Americans? Surprising, I know. He spent his whole life making peanuts. Not only is today National Peanut Brittle Day, but it is National Spouses Day. So here's some spouse jokes for you. At a birthday party, the newlywed admonished her spouse, "That's the 4th time you've gone back for ice cream and cake. Doesn't that embarrass you?" "Why should it?" answered her spouse. "I keep telling them it's for you." Which spouse messed up? Which spouse messed up? The spouse that left their bike in the driveway, or the spouse that backed over the bike with their car? Who was at fault? The spouse who left the bike there, or the spouse who didn't check behind them? Whose fault? Whichever one was the husband. It's always the husband's fault. One more. National Spouses Day. Here we go. One more spouse joke. Here we go. Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. If spouses get frisky on a hammock, does that make them swingers? Just asking for a friend. Not only is it National Peanut Brittle Day and National Spouses Day, it is Dental Drill Appreciation Day. Dental Drill Appreciation. Who knew such a thing? Dental Drill Appreciation Day. So here's a couple dentist jokes. A chef went to a dentist. He'd recently had a new plate implanted and felt some pain in the area. Upon examination, the dentist stated, "The acrylic is starting to deteriorate. Tell me, have you been eating hollandaise sauce?" "Yes," said the chef. "It's my favorite. Is that bad?" "Well," explained the dentist, "hollandaise sauce has lemon juice as a base, so it's highly corrosive material. I could do a replacement, but we'd likely be back here in a few months in the same situation. I think we will have to make a new plate, but this time I will have to use a chrome base." "Why?" asked the chef. The dentist replied, because there's no plate like chrome for the holidays. Couple more. Dental Drill Appreciation Day. Couple more dentist jokes. Did you hear about the new church that opened on the corner? It's founded by a group of dentists. They call themselves the Holy Molars. Patient goes into the dentist for a routine 6-month cleaning and checkup. Dentist asks, when was the last time you flossed? Patient replies, 6 months ago. Don't you remember? You were right there. One more dentist jokes for Dental Drill Appreciation Day. Here we go. One more. A man walks into the dentist office and asks, how much would it cost to pull a tooth? $100, the dentist replies. Oh, that's too expensive, says the man. Do you have anything cheaper? That's the normal price for the extraction, said the dentist. The man thinks about it and asks, what about if you don't use any anesthetic? Well, the dentist replied, that would be unusual, but we could probably do that for $75. The man thinks about it some more and asks, what about if you used a trainee and no anesthetic? Well, said the dentist, I think that could work, but it would be very, very painful, probably $35. The man thought some more, and then he said, that's still a lot. What if it was a training session with the student doing the extraction, the other students watching? The dentist says that would be good for the students, but it would be terribly traumatic and excruciatingly painful to have it done that way. I guess I'd only charge you $5. Great, the man said. That's perfect. Can I book my spouse for an appointment next Wednesday? All right, here we go. Couple more jokes. After last weekend's football games, I have to end with some Dallas Cowboy jokes. Hey. I hope Roger Shriver is watching this week. Here we go. I hope he'll tune in a little bit later. Here we go. These are just for all those Dallas Cowboy fans out there. Here we go. A Cowboys fan, a Steelers fan, and a New York Giants fan walk into a bar to watch the Eagles play this weekend. Woohoo! Fly, Eagles, fly. All right, here we go. One more. Here we go. One more. Little Johnny's class is having a spelling bee. Little Johnny stands up and the teacher asks him to spell Dallas. Little Johnny asks, may I have the definition? The teacher replies, Dallas. It's a noun, a city in Texas. Little Johnny responds, can you use it in a sentence? The teacher replies, Sunday was Dallas Cowboys' last game of the season. All right, here we go with our devotion. Now that I made all the Cowboy fans upset, they'll never watch again. All right, here we go with our devotion. I should be careful because probably the Eagles will lose this weekend, and then all those jokes will start coming back to me. All right, here we go with our devotion. With it being Dental Drill Appreciation Day, here's a familiar passage that mentions teeth. Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 42. Matthew chapter 5, 38 to 42. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer, but if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. If anyone wants to sue you, take your coat, give them your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile. Give to everyone who begs from you, and do not refuse anyone who wants to borrow from you. This ends the reading of the word. Thanks be to God. The humor here obviously is Jesus instructing his followers to respond to violence with nonviolence. That seems absurd, right? That seems hilarious, right? What is Jesus crazy? Respond to violence with nonviolence? That seems absurd. That's bizarre. That seems totally nuts, totally crazy. When we get harmed, we want justice. We want to get even. We want an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But Jesus instructs his followers, turn the other cheek. Respond to violence with nonviolence is Jesus' message to his followers. Kill them with kindness is Jesus' message to his followers. Turn the tables on the aggressor and make them look silly. A great example of this is the civil rights movement, when people were dumping milkshakes on the heads of kids sitting at lunch counters, when authorities were letting dogs loose and turning on fire hoses on marchers. It was the actions of those aggressors, it was the actions of those bullies that looked silly. A nonviolent response may seem absurd, it may sound crazy, bizarre, it may be laughable, but at the end of the day, it is not the nonviolent responder who looks silly. It is the actions of the violent aggressor that everyone is laughing at. May it be so. Thanks be to God. Amen. Let's close with the clown's prayer. As I stumble through this life, O God, help me to create more laughter than tears, to dispense more happiness than gloom, and to spread more cheer than despair. Never let me become so indifferent that I will fail to see the wonders in the eyes of a child or the twinkle in the eyes of the aged. Never let me forget that my total effort is to cheer people, to make them happy, and to forget momentarily all the unpleasantness in their lives. And in my final moment, may I hear you whisper to me, when you made my people smile, you made me smile. Amen. Thank you so very much for joining me this afternoon. Don't forget, last Sunday was the last game for the Cowboys this year. Hopefully this Sunday will not be the last game for the Eagles. Hopefully they get to play in the Super Bowl this year. Fly, Eagles, fly. But yep, unfortunately for all you Dallas fans out there, this past Sunday was the last game of your season. So, all right, enough. I've made fun of the Cowboy fans enough. So I'm sure if I lose, oh, look at all those angry faces. Oh, I touched a nerve. Look at all those angry faces. All right, I'm sure I'm going to get what's coming to me if my Eagles lose on Sunday. But have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the jokes as well as the devotion and the clown's prayer. Check us out every Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock for Holy Humor Happy Hour devotions. We'll be here every Thursday at 4 o'clock. Check us out this Sunday morning. The message is titled Pass It On. It's the story of Jesus' call to the first disciples. So we invite you to join us at 10:45 a.m. either on either of these two virtual platforms, our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, which we hope you'll like and follow both of them. Or if you're in the Williamsport area, join us in person at 10:45 a.m. We'd love to have you, love to see you there. So till next week, peace, blessings, love, and prayers, everybody. Bye-bye.